So what's the name? Where did the name actually come from?
DotCom Nirvan. I had DotCom Crash, which is like the production company and like the LLC and stuff like that. And then DotCom Nirvan was like, people pronounce my first name all types of ways, like Nirvan and Nirvan. So DotCom Nirvan made it hard to not pronounce right.
Right.
Yeah.
So what kind of background do you have?
A Persian, full blown. Yeah.
So is that a situation where your parents like really don't understand what you have chosen to do with your life, or are they
get it now? They get it now. My mom is so psyched now. Like she thinks it's so awesome because I want to. This isn't a means to an end, but it's a means to an end in that I do want to do movies and like bigger stuff like that. And as she sees certain videos be a closer step to that, like the Glock 40 Spaz video, for example, like the action, like thriller kind of aspect to it, she gets more and more excited because she knows that what my end goals are. And in saying these are end goals, it's not that I want to like use the channel and like music videos to get there, but I want to get there and then take those resources and make it rain like Robin Hood style on all the cool shit these, young people are doing.
Definitely.
That's yeah.
Because we were just saying, like, I was seeing in another interview you just did where, like, you're happy to be in the space, but, like, you're still just not satisfied with where you're at.
There's certain aspects of, like, being a videographer as a whole that I want to kind of, like, solve and, like, help change. Like, owning the music is a big aspect. Like, if a producer makes the beat for a song, they own a piece of that song. They can build catalog and go get a pub deal for hundreds of thousands, if not millions. And it's amazing. Like so many of my producer friends are doing that. But a videographer never owns a piece of the song. They're like, it's like an advertisement for a product, which I understand. Like the song already existed and stuff, but I want to figure out how to not have that be the case for myself.
Yeah.
Yeah. So which I kind of have.
Do you do like partnerships? So like say if an artist wanted to shoot a video on your page or whatever, like it's some type of split you do, or
no,
they just cash you out and then it just goes on your page?
Up to now, period, across the board, except for Cole with like obviously his album and like the Lemonade song by Internet Money. I think he was a writer on. But besides that, there's no split. We own nothing of it. We get an upfront budget. We don't even get our upfront back. We get an upfront budget with which to pay everyone to create this video. It's very interesting that like how bad business is, honestly, like for video. Like bro, people front whole budgets. Like for this video I was talking about, we fronted like 100 bands almost.
Really?
For this video, yeah, and then you get it later, but you don't,
That's crazy because I would have thought that Cole by this point would have enough negotiating power to basically be able to partner up on records. Or I think
for sure, yeah.
I remember people saying that World Star would do that back in the day when they would premiere people's videos.
Really, I don't know. Maybe on the YouTube splits or something.
Yeah.
Maybe, but I think for the vast majority of it, yeah, it's not the case.
Wow, that's
So
interesting.
how picky are you now with like deciding on who you want to film with or?
I've always been super picky, like super picky, down to the song. Like if it's a song, I've had so many artists that loved me 5 seconds ago, hate me 5 seconds later because I was like, give me another song. Like this ain't it.
Really?
Yeah.
Who's the craziest person you denied a song that people were like, what the fuck, you denied him?
I mean, like Blink 182.
Oh yeah, that's crazy right there.
Yeah.
So what was it? The song you just wasn't.
It was when Lyrical did that first Blink video. It was around that time.
So it was around that time they wanted
Same
to
album.
have you do another project.
Same project, different song.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Because that was an interesting one too, because they put it on their channel as well as
And-
the Lyrical Lemonade.
yeah.
Had like an alternate cut or some shit.
Obviously, I'm not getting the Blink 182 video for the channel, but
Right.
and it's hard, like, bro, a video that'll make me like, I don't know why it's this way, but a video that I could just show up, direct it, have someone else edit it even, and not have it for the channel will make me way more bread. Those bags are crazy. And then I'll give those up for like, underground run and gun. Like, I don't know what it is in my brain, but I just love it.
Right.
And I want to build it this way. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, from the ground up, for sure. Because I sometimes think about that too, is like, I'll have a whole day where I'll grind out like 3-4 interviews with like underground artists, and then I'll kind of be like driving home thinking like, you could have totally like done something with your day that was way more profitable than this. But I don't know. It's like, that's why you have to love it.
Yeah.
If you really want your
dude.
shit to be cool, you have to love it enough to be willing to not, be profit maximizing at all times.
Yeah. Because that you might have a large potential to make money, but you might spend that up really quick. You might use that up really quick. And then if you're just always monetizing your audience, then you could be looked at as, trying to cannibalize them or whatever, just like take advantage too much.
Because we all see what businesses look like. Shout out to World Star. Once they start to basically just be money printing factories.
Do you think that was the case there?
Yeah, at a certain point they got bought out by a fucking company that, from what I've heard, doesn't care about like YouTube views or like, you know, building up their social media or anything, which is why their socials barely fucking do anything anymore. But they make legitimate money on their website. So everything is about the website, about drawing traffic to the website, which is kind of weird because obviously websites are on the way out.
Yeah.
Like obviously a lot of people are kind of shutting down their blogs and shit like that. But for WorldStar, that's the business end of it. Like for me, if I wanted to like focus on making money on a day-to-day basis, would probably like focus on like trying to get people to buy more Instagram promo.
Right.
Which is, so it's like the most profitable thing is the most depressing, terrible, bad thing that you wish that you didn't even have to do at all.
That's often how it is. Yeah. That's really often how it comes at a price. Like anything that pays you also is taking something, time, whatever. Yeah. Influence. Yeah.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
Going back to like when you were experimenting with acid and shit, did it feel like there was anything in your brain that shifted as a result?
Oh yeah, big time. I was out there. I was like right teetering on the edge. Like I got lucky, dude. I was doing it so much and just getting like, I just felt like this shit was so important. Like whatever I was gonna do creatively and like the shit that I was listening to, like the you know, like I said earlier, like Yachty and like Burberry Perry and all the shit I was listening to, like the early Uzi Cardi shit, like it all seems so much larger than life and like crucial to me and like important. I don't know. You have this delusion, you know what I mean? As a kid and shit. And, but it turns into something and it's cool. But yeah, don't do acid that much. It's too, bro. That shit was gnarly.
You went overboard with it for a while.
Yeah, dude, like going deep.
You still fuck with it ever?
No. Those years are over.
Do you have a bad experience that made you not want to do it again?
No, that's the problem. Amazing experiences every time. Yeah, just the best time ever.
But normally, if you have an amazing experience over and over, you're just going to keep.
You're going to keep doing it. But the bus drops you off further each time, and you got to walk a further distance because you got to that shit. You know what I mean? Your brain is getting mixy. You got to walk that whole distance back. And then I went a little too far.
But what was like the key revelation that the acid gave you? Like, was it just that? It was worth suffering to build this thing you really believed in?
Yeah, and I would have been in school. I would have been in school still, 100%. And I just like, you notice things, like, you know, you're tripping and you notice things that people say that you feel are like, okay. In college, it's a lot of like, oh, this class isn't actually that bad. Or like, tomorrow's Friday, like, let's fucking go. Like anything to get away from the week, when they're studying the thing that they're going to do for the rest of their life, for like 30, 40 years until retirement. Like the whole language, like the way people talk was like anything but those classes. Like it's not that bad, or like, oh yeah, Saturday's gonna be, you know what I mean? So I saw a lot of that, and like I just didn't want to do something that I would, you know, have to do years of some shit I didn't want to do. Yeah.
Putting off reality.
Yeah.
Terrible feeling, a terrible way to live your life in comparison to actually just being present on a day-to-day basis.
Just facing it,
Yeah. When I was watching you and Cole do that interview, one thing that he said that I kind of had forgotten that his shit used to be like this is that he said that he would shoot sometimes like 10 videos in the course of like 5 days.
Yeah.
Were you ever like that? Where you were just grinding it out like that hardcore, and that shifted at a certain point?
Fuck yeah. 2022, the goal was a video every week, and we got pretty close. We got like 40 something.
Really?
On a year is like fucked. Yeah. Like doing videos like couple in a day, or
What's the longest you think you spent on one video? Amount of time?
Definitely that unreleased one was like 2 months, like every waking moment.
2 months of editing, like every day?
Well, we were working with overseas VFX people, and so we had to stagger our sleep schedules. So me and my roommate, he owns a VFX company. We had to stagger our sleep schedule, so someone had to be up 24 hours a day. So it was hellish, bro.
Holy shit.
It was the hardest thing I've ever done.